Guys, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into messages from them, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is this X, all right, and pile number two is this knot. All right, take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages will resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin, all right? Hi, pile one. For those of you who chose the X, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pile one, let's get into your oracle cards. Let's see what's going on in your situation, and then we'll get messages from them, all right? This part's going to be for later. Let's get into it. We have a leg up, okay? Different goals. Silent treatment, okay? I adore you. Happy. Comfort. Creamy. Eggnog. Jungle. Vision. Construct. Wow, we've got a lot of cards coming out. Strength. Awakening. Soul. Spider. Tiger. All right, give me give me a few seconds, pile one, because I think I remember when I was picking the cards for your pile, a lot of them did come out. Yes, I'm remembering it now. So let me just slowly make it a little bit more aligned. Is that in your view? Yes, that is in your view. All right. So this could be a no contact, this could be a separation, it doesn't have to be. I'm getting different kinds. It could be that two people are realizing right now that they have very, very different goals, and maybe they are trying to figure out how to come together, or they're trying to find out how to find a common goal for the two of them so that you can at least come to some common ground. For some of you, it could be a no contact and or separation where both of you might be taking time out from this connection to understand how to come together. Because the way that I see it on both ends, there is a desire to work on this connection. The spider wants to kind of build something with the tiger, and the tiger feels that there is a possibility to work things out with the spider. The tiger definitely feels a soul connection to the spider. And this might also be some kind of a soulmate connection. I would not be surprised. I'm getting this to be your person's energy, pile one, and this to be your energy, the tiger. So on your end, you might not be communicating with your person because you don't know what to say, or maybe things are just so up in the air right now that even if you do say something, then it might actually work against both of you. So there's a lot of silence on both ends, yes, but I see particularly on your end, you're definitely seeking divine guidance right now. Pile 1, I can see that. And you're trying to understand deeper aspects about this connection. You're trying to understand how to create a path so that both of you can feel good and both of you can align. So I guess because we have a leg up coming out, it's possible that both of you might be thinking of how to take the next step in your connection, but you're also realizing that you're two different people, right? You're two different people with different life experiences, different trauma, different trauma responses, different behavioral patterns, different thought processes, different visions for life. So how do you get all of that to come together in a way that fits? And so I think that there is trust and belief on your end, Pile 1. But right now I see that you are unable to figure out how to go about it. You are trusting the guidance that you're getting. And you definitely have a lot of strength in you, Pile 1, I'd have to say that. But how to go about it? Yeah, that I think both of you are in the process of figuring it out. Let's get on to the spider's energy. So your person's energy, they're really, really happy in this connection. Pile 1, and if both of you are in no contact and or separation, then the message coming for you is that your person used to feel very, very happy in this connection, and your person sees that both of you can actually be really happy together. Christmas could be significant, doesn't have to be, but it seems like, it's coming out in the reading. For you, it's more on the spiritual side, like you're trying to understand how to come together, how to blend both of your energies together. Whereas on your person's side, it's more of the logical approach. It's more of strategizing. It's more of the earthy aspects of how to come together. With soul and awakening over here coming out, I definitely think that there is some spiritual element to this connection. I think, however, both of you are going to transform to merge together was meant to be. And I think that your person is understanding that, though they seem to be tackling more of the logical and rational side of handling things. So for example, both of you are looking to buy a house, all right? So maybe your views on living together and your person's views on living together might be different, or both of you might be, you've been brought up differently, so maybe both of you have your own eccentricities, right? So on your end, you're trying to see, all right, how do we blend our energy together? How do we live with each other? How do we, maybe not kind of tiptoe around each other? So you're more on the emotional side, you're more on the energy side, whereas your person's more like, all right, how do we make sure that we use the bathroom and we don't, like I use the bathroom because I need it at this time, and then my person needs the bathroom at this time. So how do we not clash each other's schedule? How do we cook? How do we, it's more of the earthy things. I don't know why the bathroom thing came up, but that is pretty significant though when you're planning to move in together and there's only one bathroom. So it's more of the logical and the earthy side that your person's dealing with right now, like how to blend together. And for those of you where this is no contact and or separation, again, it's the earthy side, all right? So that's the common theme for all of you. Both of you have a vision for how you want to come together, definitely. But it's going to take a lot of effort on both sides. Both of you, like, there is mutual feelings. There are mutual feelings, I guess I would say. And both of you do adore each other. Both of you, you find so much of comfort in your person, and your person feels happy around you, regardless of how your connection is right now. But there's also wondering, okay, well, is this too good to be true? Is it even possible? Like, can we blend together? Can we come together? Can we take the next step? Are we ready for the next step? Or is it going to lead to a breakdown between the two of us? So these are all the thoughts that are going on right now. within you as well as your person, I definitely see mutual energies coming through. For your person, they're definitely worried that maybe there might be things that they're not prepared for and that might affect your connection in a negative way. And so they're trying their best to be prepared. But at the end of the day, I mean, they know that they can't prepare for everything. So they're doing their best, definitely. Hold on, Pawan. Your person also might be wondering if you're comfortable through this, Pawan. Maybe do have comfort coming out for you, which means you do feel that way, but your person's worried that maybe the goals will be too different and both of you might not be able to make it. There's definitely hope, but there's also fear. On your end, there is this feeling that you want to go with the flow, but I think sometimes there is a little bit of panic on your end as well. But yeah, the common theme for all of you is both of you have a vision for the future that you want to take a step towards. And now you're at that point figuring out how to come together. All right, so this sounds like you and your person. Pawan, let's get into messages from them, all right? Lots of cards coming out, so I feel like maybe you needed this clarification of what's going on between the two of you. But yes, I would not be surprised if this is a soulmate connection of some kind. Give me a second. Get my message cards. Okay. Messages from Pawan's person. To Pawan, please. Messages from Pawan's person. Okay. Okay. Got twin flames coming out. Take that as it resonates, all right? Like I said, I would not be surprised if both of you were meant to go through some transformation to come together. And I think that given you are divinely guided, I think you are leading the change. Pawan. So the first one that I picked out was twin flames. All right, let's get into. We'll figure it out. Beautiful message coming through. And I think that we did get that already with, the Oracle cards coming out. Your person definitely wants to figure things out with you. And at every step, given we have the eggnog coming out, they want to make sure that you're comfortable, that you feel safe, you feel good about what's going on between the two of you. I've lost you. So this could be a little bit of past energy. If both of you have been through no contact and or separation, maybe your person thought at one point that these are two different goals and like both of you are two different people and maybe there wasn't a possibility at some point, but it looks like things have changed now. Pawan, and today your person feels a lot of hope, definitely, because your person's working on it. A lot of action-oriented energy coming from your person right now. We'll have our new beginning or we'll have our beginning, depending on how that resonates for you. But yes, definitely a lot of hope coming from your person. It's tying very well to the information that came out through the oracles as well. So a lot of hope, definitely, and more. Like I said, I keep saying it because a lot of the energy from your person is like, yes, I'm going to do this. We're going to make it. It doesn't matter how different we are. It doesn't matter how different the circumstances are. We are going to find something that works for both of us. All right. Oh, wow. We will be together. I promise. Yes, your person promises you, Pawan. Like I said, they're figuring things out, but at the same time, they're sure. They're sure that there is or there has to be a way for both of you to come together in a way that feels aligned to both of you without both of you compromising too much on either ends, or without, you know, how do I say this? Like, without feeling dissatisfied. Yes, less. All right, so I think that this coming out with the unhealed energy part, I think that at one point your person was worried that maybe they might not be able to contribute to your life, or maybe it might be very, very difficult for both of you to merge because there were so few things that were common between the two of you, or they just didn't see much alignment at one point. But again, I'm getting this to be a little bit more of past energies given the oracle cards that are coming out. I think that there has been, you know, a transformation coming through with your person where today they realize, yes, you know what, we can absolutely get there even if there are less things that we resonate with. Will we ever get over this mistrust? So maybe at one point, you know, take that as it resonates. Maybe at one point you thought that this person got it handled, but it didn't work out. Maybe both of you had a false start as well. Would not be surprised. And so there might be an element of mistrust on both ends, you know, when it comes to working together because of the contrast in whatever it is. Could be your thoughts, your behavioral patterns, your trauma responses, your quirks, your eccentricities, you know, the way that you show up, your perception of life. So I think that your person's working through it. I don't see them completely out of this energy yet, but I do feel that they are working through this now. And I think you too are working on it, Pal One. All right. I am gaining the strength to come to you. Yes, yes, they are building their web. They are making sure that, you know, both of you have a safety net to fall back on in case things don't go the way that both of you are hoping. And they want to make sure that every stage you feel good. And for them to make you feel good, Pal One, they've got to have the strength first. So a little bit of that building up. Yes, I can definitely see that. It's too late. Yes, I definitely do get this to be past energy. Pal One, I think that at one point your person thought maybe it's not possible, it's too late to work on things. But given we have the spider coming out, I definitely feel right now there's a lot of hope infused in your person. They are feeling good. They know that it's never too late. That's the message that's coming through. I need more communication from you. So this, yes, I definitely do get this as current energy. Maybe we do have silent treatment coming out for you, right? So maybe your person feels that they need more communication from you. They need you to maybe speak up a little bit more, tell them what you're thinking, they're feeling. That could be it. Or in general, take that as it resonates. Maybe, you know, both of you need to talk more about the next stage or the next step that you're taking so that at least both of you know where the other is at, and that way you can strategize your next steps. Do you still love me? Yes, a little bit of that fear coming through. I can definitely sense that, you know, wondering if, will you lose your love as both of you navigate through the next step, you know? So this could mean, you know, if both of you are moving in together, then maybe the frustrations of moving in together or living together, you know, what if both of you end up losing the love that you have for each other? Or if you're bringing a child into the world, you know, what if the frustrations, you know, of daily life and, you know, just being in a connection where two very, very different people, it looks like, you know, how are you going to handle those circumstances? Is it going to pull you apart even more? Or is it going to bring you together? How can they do more to bring both of you together? So all said and done, it looks like there is going to be some stress coming in for both of you. But it seems like it's an aligned stress, so it's meant to happen. And so your person's wondering, okay, well, we have to get to this point. This is a natural part of the process, but is it going to tear us apart or is it going to bring us together? And how do I make sure that it is going to bring us together? I want to show you how I feel. Definitely, yes. I mean, we did get a lot of action-oriented energy coming from your person there, Pal One. So they definitely want to show you how they're feeling. And I think that this person is going to, like I said, this person's handling the earthy side of things, like the more grounded, the more stable aspects of your connection's next step so that both of you feel good. So maybe if both of you are bringing a child into this world, I guess I would say, then this person might be looking, like researching on what you're going to be going through, or, you know, how to care for the child when it comes into the world, or, you know, how to be a good parent. Those kinds of aspects, like your person is more dealing with making sure that both of you feel safe and secure. And they could even be like looking into insurances or savings account, or, you know, those kinds of earthy and financial matters that make both of you feel stable and secure. All right. How do we get out of this mess? Yes, a little bit of past energy there. I think this is the process of transformation that your person went through. For some of you, your person could still be here, and if this reading resonates, then this is the process that they are actually getting into, where, you know, from having no hope about this connection, they're now having hope, and they know how to get out of this mess. They're weaving the web. You are important to me. Beautiful message coming through there. You are important to your person, Pal 1. Otherwise, they would not even be thinking about any of this. Like, they would not be worrying so much about how to make things work, whether both of you are still going to be together. Are both of you going to lose the love that you have despite the next steps, the stress coming through from the next step? There is no coming back from this, yes. But this is a little bit in the unhealed energy, where your person might feel today that maybe if you take the next step and it pulls both of you apart, maybe there's going to be no coming back from here. So that's a little bit of that fear coming through that we did feel already coming from your person. And so I think these are their thoughts, that once both of you take the step, there's no going back from this. Whether both of you come together or go apart from this, there's no coming back. There's no redo. So it's a little bit of that stress that, okay, I have to weave a web that's really, really strong and really, really good, so that regardless of what happens, both of us feel good about it. We're losing sight. So I think that when their fears come through, they do tend to lose a little bit of sight of the future between the two of you. And so they have to like kind of compose themselves and bring themselves together, which I think is why we got the awakening for them as well, because I think it's a process that they too are going through. They might not be spiritually inclined. They might be a little bit more, like I said, I don't think that they really tap so much into their spiritual side. They know that you definitely do, but with the awakening happening for them, I think that they will slowly start tapping into it, even though they might not be very cognizant of it, or they might not be doing it very consciously as well. All right. So these are the messages that wanted to come out from your person, Pal 1. Let's get you some advice for this situation. Okay. Let's get you some advice. Oh, this one wanted to come up. We'll take it. Take it step by step. Pal 1. Advice for Pal 1, please. Take it step by step. That's the first advice that's coming through, but let's see what else wants to come through. Don't rush the process, Pal 1, all right? Make sure that both of you are feeling good and stable at each point. Yeah. Sometimes in life you have to just take a leap of faith. All right, and I'm being called to remember this phrase, leap and a net will appear. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Pal 1. Communication. It did come through, didn't it? Right? So maybe it might be helpful for you to gain clarity about your own thoughts, about your own feelings right now, and work on communicating that with your person so that both of you at least know where you're at. The lesser confusion there is between the two of you, the more stability will build between the two of you, all right? So that is the message as well as the advice coming through for you. Let me get you some more oracle cards. These are the 3 timing cards that I have for you. Take your time. Think of a question, 2 questions, 3 questions related to timing. Really depends on you. I picked these cards out with the intention to answer whatever questions you had about timing. And with timing, I do want to say it is always based on the current energies of when you are watching this reading, all right? So always be a little bit careful about that. If it comes out and it resonates with your intuition, then most likely it's for you. If it comes out and it doesn't, let it go. Don't force it to. It's probably meant for someone else, all right? So, Pal 1, take your time. Pause this video if you have to. I'll give you a few seconds to think of your question or questions, and then I shall open the cards. Alrighty, pile 1, I'm opening the cards now. We have May, not without clarity, not without healing. Beautiful, beautiful energies here. All right, so this one seems self-explanatory. I'm not going to explain it, but let's talk about this. So we did talk a little bit, I mean, we did get the Queen of Swords coming out, right? So there needs to be clarity on your end on some aspects of this connection or whatever it is that you asked about, pile 1, all right? Not without clarity. So once the clarity sets in on your end, then whatever it is that you asked about will happen, okay? And not without healing. So for those of you in no contact and or separation, maybe there's a part of what went down. I mean, we did get mistrust, right? So maybe there's an aspect of this connection that needs some more healing on both ends. So this I'm getting more to be both sides, like not without healing on both ends. And this I'm seeing more to be your side, all right? So once both of you reach a particular stage of healing, it looks like whatever you're asking about will happen, all right? These are the 3 timing cards that wanted to come out for your reading. Let's get into I am your other oracle cards. I am patient. Beautiful. Treasure your memories. Nice. 3838. Success. Success and achievement are on the horizon. Beautiful. All right. So this one, I took it to be more of affirmations coming from your higher self, or even just a thumbs up coming from your higher self. You take that as it resonates, pile 1, all right? But if you've been frustrated about the pace of this connection, or if you've been wondering when things are going to shift, or if you've been, you know, like kind of worried about the clarity setting in, the healing happening, then I think this is a really good affirmation, you know, to remind yourself that you are patient. It's just that sometimes you might panic a little bit, you might be frustrated, but the core of who you are patient. All right, so good affirmation over there. For some of you where you have been working on your patience, this could be a thumbs up, this could be a confirmation coming from your higher self that yes, you're doing all the work and you're doing a great job. Now, treasure your memories. I think that this could be memories related to this connection. It doesn't have to be, but that is one advice that wanted to come out for this reading, and I'll let you, you know, take it however you wish to, all right? Success, I think 3838 could be significant, doesn't have to be, but I think that there is success on the horizon. Could be related to this connection. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you are looking for a confirmation about something, about another aspect of your life. Pile 1, it looks like you are getting that confirmation, all right? So continue on the path that you're on. Pile 1, you know, except like for the little things that we talked about, I didn't see that to be 2 major energies because it was like only when I opened the deck that it did come out. So usually I take that to be hidden and it's not really the primary energy that wanted to pop out. So for you, I think it's just, yes, you know, it might be helpful if you work on that. It might be something that you might want to keep your eye on, but most importantly, the leap of faith, you know, if you feel intuitively called to, then maybe the leap of faith was for you, all right? So pile number 1, this is where I will leave you today. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, comfort, and confirmation you were looking for. And thank you for allowing me to read for you. I also wanted to say, yes, that my private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I am really, really grateful for that. Pile 1, take care, all right? Always trust your intuition, and I wish you the most peaceful outcome in this situation. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you who chose the knot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2. Let's get into what's going on in your connection right now. And these are for later. Let's take a look. Okay, we have message in a bottle. Okay, we have negativity. We have guilt. We have mellow. We have C. We have reflection, we have intertwined, we have dream, we have the raccoon, and we have the octopus. Okay. Heavy no contact and or separation vibes. Doesn't have to be, but I would not be surprised given we have the raccoon coming out, and we have also mellow coming out. All right. Part two, it looks like something's gone down between the two of you. It could be that both of you are taking time out right now to reflect on this connection. It looks like things have not been going well, or things have been very, very chaotic for quite some time. Both of you might have said or done things to hurt each other, would not be surprised. There is guilt coming out on the octopus side as well. On the raccoon side, I mean, they've completely gone within. Definitely think there's guilt on the raccoon side as well. Like, they don't really want to show their face as, but the octopus seems to be more willing to accept the guilt that they're feeling rather than the raccoon. So there's guilt on both sides, definitely. I feel that, but the octopus is more willing to accept that they are feeling guilty, and they're more in the energy of taking time to think about this connection, to introspect, and to look within themselves as well. There has been pain on both ends. I definitely see that with the rain coming through on both ends. Both of them are in black. And I think that both of you are just in an energy where you want to be by yourself. Don't really want to talk to each other or anyone else for that matter. But on the octopus side, I definitely see it more like they're starting to understand what went wrong on their end. So they're starting to come into the light a little bit, whereas the raccoon still might be kind of closed up and not wanting to think too much about it right now. On the raccoon side, yes, I can definitely see negativity on the raccoon side, like, thinking that, okay, everything's just going wrong, or this will never be possible. Like a little bit of woe is me energy coming from the raccoon. I definitely get that. It's interesting that I keep saying octopus and raccoon because the energies could be switched between the two of you. How to? So take that as it resonates for your situation. So for some of you, you could find yourself in the octopus. For some of you, you could find yourself in the raccoon. Though the funny thing is, if you resonate with the raccoon, then it might be difficult for you to accept that you are the raccoon. Because right now, the raccoon is very much in the energy where they don't want to take any responsibility. They are just kind of reeling in that like gloomy energy. They don't really want to look within right now. With message coming in a bottle, I think that both sides want to talk to each other. There's a need for communication as well, but not just a need for communication. Both sides want to talk to each other, but I think right now both of them are just keeping to themselves for different reasons. The octopus is keeping to themselves because they know that there needs to be more introspection on both ends so that both of you can come forward with clarity after taking time to reflect. Whereas the raccoon is more in the energy where they don't really want to talk because they're just kind of spinning in that negative cycle of negative thoughts and not sure of why all of this is happening to them. And it's more of those kinds of thoughts coming through. So who's going to take the first step towards each other? I don't know, because I'm being called to see that's right in the middle, but It might also just be a phase that both of you are going through, or it could just be one bad fight. That also could be so, because with the dream coming out, I do think that both of you are each other's wish fulfillment. So either this might be a one-off thing, or it might be like a phase that both of you are going through, because both of you, like, you're so happy together. That's the energy that's coming through. When times are good, they're really good. And this seems to be like a one-off phase, or maybe one really, really bad fight. Your person's definitely feeling, regardless of whether they resonate with the octopus or the raccoon, Paltu, your person's definitely feeling very chaotic within themselves. And they feel very, very connected to you. For most of you, this could be long distance. I'm also feeling that as well. But yeah, common theme for all of you is right now both of you are at standstill. Both of you are kind of going within. One person is gaining deeper understanding about this connection. The other is kind of thinking about what went down, ruminating about it, I guess I would say. Reflection definitely going on both ends. Maybe things are a little bit too messy right now, so both of you are trying to see, okay, well, what actually went wrong? I'm being called to see like the messiness here, the intertwining here. So it could just be a bunch of issues coming up as well. That could be it, like a bunch of issues coming through, intertwining, and then becoming a big fight. That is also what I see over here. But yeah, with the octopus, they're definitely more self-aware. Whoever is the octopus is definitely more self-aware than the raccoon. I mean, don't get me wrong, when the raccoon steps out of this energy, they will be willing to think about what went down, where, you know, they are going to be willing, I guess I would want to say, I was called to correct that. They will be willing to take responsibility, but right now, current energy is that the octopus is one step ahead of the raccoon. That's where it is, all right? So don't feel bad if you resonate with the raccoon. It's just that the octopus is one step ahead, that's it. All right? But yeah, it looks like mistakes were made on both ends. Paltu. So if this resonates with you, let's get into messages from your person. It doesn't matter if you are the octopus or they are the octopus, because it's about just being one step. There's just a difference of one step. Yeah, that's what I felt like saying. All right. So, okay. Paltu. Paltu's person's messages to Paltu, please. Paltu's person's messages to Paltu, please. Okay, Paltu, let's get into it. No, no, coming out with the unhealed part, and that was just flipping. So I think it's like they're shuffling between yes and no. You know, no, I'm not going to be the one to reach out, or yes, I should be the one to reach out. So I think there's a little bit of back and forth going on, a little bit of ego coming in, a little bit of, you know, kind of love for you. So it's kind of like that shuffle between that coming through. I know. And this is in the healed energy. So whether they are the raccoon or the octopus, they know. There is realization setting in with your person, either about what went wrong on their end or how to fix this situation. There is a higher purpose to all this. This is definitely coming from the octopus, all right? The raccoon is not here yet, so this could be a little bit of future energies coming from the raccoon, but the octopus, definitely I get this to be current energy, because the octopus definitely seems to be tapping more to their higher self. So there is an understanding that there is a higher purpose to this. The octopus is definitely kind of looking a little bit more on the spiritual aspect of what's gone down between the two of you. But I do see the raccoon will get there. But so if your person is a raccoon, then this would be a little bit of future energies coming through. And if your person is the octopus, then this is current energies, all right? Let go. Good. This is coming in the healed. So both ends, you know, whether they are the octopus or the raccoon, it looks like there is a desire to let go of maybe their ego, of what went wrong, or to let go and to forgive, to forget. That energy is definitely coming through, whether they are the octopus or raccoon. Protect yourself. This is coming in the healed energy part of it. So I think that's why there's a standstill between you and your person right now, because your person understands that this silence between the two of you is important, because both of you are protecting yourselves, and that's good. That's really, really good. So good energy coming through there. Our love will bloom again. Yes, beautiful. There is recognition. For some of you, this could just be a one-off fight. Maybe it was a bit dramatic, or maybe things were a little bit like there were too many issues coming through. That could also be it. But it looks like, you know, your love will bloom again. All right? I think that this is just confirmation, as well as their energies, like deep down, they do know, yes, we will come together, and yes, we will sort this issue out. Your absence leaves a void. Yes, definitely. I think that because of whatever's going on between the two of you, they're missing you. Pal 2, they're missing you a lot. All right? And I think it's sweet. I think it's sweet that it's coming from your person. I feel trapped. So yes, I definitely get this to be current energies of the raccoon and past energy of the octopus, where the raccoon right now is feeling trapped because there's just so much of negativity that is, you know, like wrapping them. And there's constant thoughts of just, you know, absolute gloominess, and you know, just that thoughts that are not serving them. But the octopus has moved on from this. The octopus has worked through those thoughts. The raccoon is working through it right now, all right? I'm tired of waiting for you. Yes, I definitely do get this as the, you know, the standstill that's happening between the two of you. Like both of you might be expecting the other to reach out. Both of you might be, you know, kind of waiting around the phone. I also am getting the image that every time you see a notification, you think that it's coming from your person. And it looks like your person also isn't that energy, you know? So they're tired of waiting for you either to reach out, or they're tired of waiting for things to sort out on their own. On the octopus side, there's a realization that they have to kind of do the work, and both of you will have to work through this. The raccoon is more like, okay, why hasn't my person reached out? Why don't they care about me? It's kind of like that woe is me energy coming from the raccoon. But like I said, the octopus has worked through it. Masking. Yeah, this is current energies of the raccoon, past energies of the octopus, where there's a little bit of masking. I would say that the octopus is masking a little bit, but definitely much, much less than the raccoon. So maybe not wanting to show their emotions, not wanting to show you what they're feeling, so they're kind of like going within, because we have like a dark, like the black color background for both of them. I'm feeling that yes, both of them are masking, but we've got a little bit of light coming through from the octopus. So they've worked through some parts of that, all right? I know what I have to do. Beautiful. I think that this is current energies of the octopus, past energy, current energy of the octopus, future energy of the raccoon, where the octopus could also be actually future energy of the octopus, where they're now figuring out what to do. Because like I said, awareness is setting in, but they're not there yet completely, because there's still a black background, I guess. So I guess, yes, I would say future energies of both the octopus and the raccoon, that they will know, they will figure out what they have to do on their end to take responsibility for their actions, and hopefully for both of you to align together fast. Yes, I think that there is a desire on both, whether they are the octopus or the raccoon, to resolve things quickly, except that on the raccoon's end, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to go about it. But on the octopus end, they're starting to realize there's a little bit of acceptance as well as like action-oriented energy. I'm too shy to make the first move. Yeah, this is definitely the raccoon energy. You know, maybe they are a little bit ashamed of what went wrong, or they, you know, don't feel very good about the energy that is enveloping them right now. So a little bit of that coming from the raccoon. On the octopus side, I would say guilt. I mean, because we have the guilt coming out. So maybe the guilt is making them feel a little bit ashamed. I'm not getting shy. I am getting more ashamed to reach out and to make the first move. But they will work through that. Pile 2, I will become better for you. Yes, definitely. I think that there is recognition on the octopus side and they are becoming better for you. On the raccoon side, this is a little bit of future energies coming through, all right? So these are the messages coming through from your person, Pile 2. Let me get you one advice. Let's see. One advice for Pile 2, please. You have to work together, Pile 2. There's no way out of this. I mean, you have to work together. And for that, when you're working together, you know, to put your ego aside, you have to cater to the other person's need, and only then you can work together. Find stability in yourself first, all right? Gain some understanding about the situation first. You don't have to gain all the understanding, but even just a good starting point, just a little bit of clarity will be able to help both of you work together, to come together. Feel stable and secure in yourself first, all right? Understand yourself. Take the time to gain clarity within yourself first. How to? And then if you want, you can reach out to this person, but you have to be feeling good and stable about yourself first. You have to be honest about what's gone down and where your, how do I say this? Wait, hold on. So it looks like there were mistakes on both ends, right? So you have to be honest with yourself about what went wrong on your end, right? Only when that clarity sets in, Pile 2, and you've healed through that, you worked through that, you worked through the shame and the guilt, only then reach out to this person to work with them, all right? Don't do that before, because then you might not be in aligned energy and it's gonna crumble things back again, all right? So a little bit of clarity needs to happen on your end, a little bit of healing that shame, that guilt, that regret of what's gone down on your end. And then I definitely do see that both of you will feel good and stable and secure, and both of you will work together. But there's a little bit of work on your end, Pile 2, all right? So that is the advice that is coming through. I've got more oracles for you. Let's get into that. I've got 3 timing cards for you. Oh, 4. I've got 4 timing cards for you. Yes, I remember for you, Pile 1 extra fell out. And I was like, wow, okay. So you can ask 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Really depends on you. With timing, I want to say please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you are watching this video. If it comes out and it aligns with your intuition, then it's most likely for you. If it comes out, it does not align with your intuition, let it go, don't force it. It's probably meant for someone else. I'm going to give you a few seconds to think of your question or questions, and then I shall open the cards. You can pause this video if you have to. Alrighty, Pile 2, I'm opening the cards now. Within a few weeks, when you gain a different perspective, 5 days, 12 days. All right, so these seem to be pretty clear. Let's get into this. So maybe you resonate with the raccoon or the octopus. Either way, it looks like there is a little bit of a different perspective you need to gain about the situation, about yourself, for whatever it is that you're asking about to happen. All right, once you do that, it will happen. These 3, they're quite clear. I mean, these two especially quite clear. So it looks like you are in very, very good alignment with whatever it is that you were asking about. All right, so continue down that path. This one seems to be a little bit vague, so maybe there's a little bit more alignment so that the timing becomes clear. The way that I see it, timing becomes clear when you're in alignment, when you are clear about where you're at. All right, the more unclear you are, the more misaligned you are, the more unclear the timing becomes, right? There's always a correlation there. So these two, it looks like you're right on track. Continue in that same energy for these two, all right? And then this one, a little bit of alignment. This one, a bigger alignment, okay? These are the 4 timing cards that wanted to come out for you. How to? Let's get into your other oracle cards. I am joyful, okay? Value experiences over possessions. 5, 4, 5, 4, grounding, stay grounded and connected to the earth. Okay, 5, 4, 5, 4 can be significant, doesn't have to be. It is the angel number that wanted to come out. Let's get into this first. So regardless of whether you resonate with the octopus or the raccoon, it looks like there's some grounding work that needs to happen on your end, all right? Like actually seeing the situation for what it truly was, having clarity about that, and not either having an illusion about what happened and not taking responsibility, I guess I would say. So you have to take responsibility for what happened on your end, all right? Ground what went wrong and see it for what it truly was, all right? This is how I'm getting it to connect with your reading, but could be other aspects as well. If you've been too much up in your head and, you know, you've been like a little bit, because we've got negativity coming out, we've got guilt coming out as well. So take some time to ground that as well. Ground those thoughts, all right? Try to see which one are true and which one are not true. Try to see which one are aligned, which one are not aligned. Work through the ones that are not aligned and continue focusing more on the thoughts that are aligned, all right? That is the big message coming here. Value experiences over possessions. I think that this was just an additional information that wanted to come out. Maybe, you know, instead of valuing your ego, both of your egos, you know, maybe it might be helpful to look back at the experiences that both of you had and to find the love, to kind of tap into that energy, that love and that compassion and that kindness that both of you once had for each other. And maybe that's a way for both of you to work through your guilt and your regret so that both of you can come together in a more aligned and healthier way. All right, so that could be it, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just trying to relate it to your reading, but it doesn't have to. All right, and then I am joyful. This was intended to come out as an affirmation from your higher self or a thumbs up from your higher self. This one, I think it actually relates to your reading because we got like black backgrounds for both. So I think very moody energies coming through, very, very gloomy energies coming through. So if you are struggling to find the joy, or if you're struggling to, you know, tap into that energy where you feel lighter about the situation, this might be a good affirmation. For those of you where you've worked through that negativity, that energy that's been dragging you down, then this might be a confirmation from your higher self that you're going the right way. Just keep going on that path, all right? Part 2, this is where I'll leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, the comfort, as well as the confirmation you were looking for. And I also just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to read for you. I feel like I'm blanking out a little bit. It might be my own energies as well, but if it does relate in some way to yours, then I don't know. maybe your person or you might be a little bit, you know, wondering, okay, well, what's next? How do we go about this? How do we come forward in a way that, yes, accepts responsibility for our action, but also, you know, doesn't make each other like too hard on ourselves kind of energy as well. Yeah, I'm also picking that. So I wanted to say thank you so much for all of your love and positive energy. Whether it is with a like, share, subscribe, comment, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads, those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just wanted to say Thank you, and I wish both of you the most peaceful outcome in this situation. Pile 2, all right? Bye-bye.